All right, when you watch this kid play, you know that baseball's in good hands for quite some time to come. Folks in Houston certainly know about that. And the all-star third baseman of the Houston Astros, right here in the Los Angeles studios of the Rich Eisen Show. Good to see you, Alex Bregman.
Good to see you.
You bet. Let's just talk a little bit about what we talked about off air. What are you doing in Los Angeles? Just hanging out? Off-season stuff?
Working out, kind of trying to get into the content game a little bit, trying to market a little bit better.
What do you mean?
I think the NFL and NBA do a great job of marketing, and I think their players have a lot to do with that. And I think our players need to get out and start showing their personalities and start showing who they are. And I think that's a big thing that we need to work on this off season. And Monday, myself and a few other guys that are playing in the big leagues, former big leaguers, we'll all be working out on the beach, kind of talking shop, kind of coming up with ideas to market ourselves better.
Drop some names. Who are you going to be with? Come on, Alex. Don't worry. I just understand this. You are talking to a first-rate name dropper. So however you drop names.
Great. A-Rod, is that a good name?
That's a good name.
I've heard of him.
That's a good start. I've heard of Alex Rodriguez.
Christian Yelich is MVP.
I've heard of him. Okay.
Let's keep going. Cy Young, Blake Snell.
Okay.
Garrett Cole, Carlos Correa.
Look at that. Okay.
It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. And we're going to sit down, talk shop, and hopefully figure out some good ideas going forward how to market ourselves better.
Well, I'll tell you on the air what I told you off the air, just to bring it to everyone here, is not enough baseball players call into shows like this one. Not enough ball players take the time on some 10-game road trip to just carve out 15 minutes of the day to chop it up. I mean, we have NFL players on here all the time. NBA players would call in every now and then. But baseball players just aren't. I don't know if it's because they don't feel the need or they think it's not necessary.
Well, I think the new age, the new generation of players is willing to do that, and I think we need to get out, like you said, and get on shows like this, get out in the community, get on TV shows, do cameos in movies, stuff like that, and I think if we really want to market ourselves like the NBA and the NFL market their players, then we need to be open to doing that and taking the time out of our day to do it.
Well, I mean, you've got your own YouTube channel now, currently 27,000 subscribers, and you spent because you're an LSU guy, you spent the LSU Texas A&M game watching on your Instagram live feed. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, I was calling on some fans, some LSU fans, trying to talk to them and just give them like a watch the game with me experience. So it's pretty cool.
I don't know. That would be dangerous. If I would never have Instagram live fed me watching the Michigan-Ohio State game in a million years.
Well, I had to turn it off when we lost because there was some stuff I couldn't say on Instagram Live.
When Coach O got that premature Gatorade bath too, man.
Oh man, I knew that was bad. You just had that little feeling. You had that little feeling it wasn't going to go well after that.
Especially when we saw some of the players cramping up later on. They can we get some extra Gatorade?
They ran out, I guess, on the sideline.
Just I thought they were going to wring his shirt out of the extra Gatorade just to get some ounce of.
Can you imagine?
Juice there.
Can you imagine how that feels playing 7 overtimes? That's ridiculous.
I couldn't even imagine that.
They must have been dead.
I am not a fan of the college overtime. I'm just not a fan of it because it takes special teams out of the play. You know.
I agree.
I mean, it would just, and that's why I'm glad baseball hasn't done in major leagues yet what I've heard they've been doing.
Oh God, I hope not.
Which is let's put somebody on second base to start extra innings.
I hope not. I hope not. I like how baseball is traditionally played. I think that'd be ridiculous if we put somebody at second base.
Well, that's the way. That's what I'm hearing. It's being done on certain minor league affiliates.
Yep.
You would not be up for that.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
What about? Would you be up for reconfiguring the lineup in the 9th inning, no matter what? That you've hit in the 8th, but you're down and you're up in the 9th now.
Selfishly, yes, because I'd want to hit again in the 9th. But
right.
No, I'm a baseball purist. I kind of like how I don't even really like replay. That might be because I was 1 for 10 on replays this year myself.
What do you mean you were 1 for 10 on replay?
If I was involved in a replay this year and we challenged it, we did not win. Didn't matter what it was. We did not win.
It's not.
I think I was cursed this year in replays.
It's not AJ Hinch. It's you.
No. They made the right call to replay it. It was just I think I was cursed or somebody in New York.
So you don't like replay? I mean, replayed. I think Yeah, I'm a replay guy in the NFL.
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, baseball, I think it's necessary for certain plays.
Took away a few hits from me.
Did it really? I'm sure it doesn't take away too many hits for you is the shift, right?
That does too now.
It does, even for right-handed hitters.
Yeah, they move the second baseman for me now, right behind second base up the middle. So you hit it right up the middle, and you're like, oh, that's a base hit.
So
nope,
you don't change your approach based on the shift at all, or no?
You do. I try and hit everything in the air to left field and on a line to right field, but
right.
When you miss and you're trying to do that, you're hitting it right into the shift.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. Your manager loves the shift, man.
Loves it. We shift more than anybody.
So, do you just like roll your eyes because you're all over the place, or what? Like how many times are you on the right side of second base, Alex?
Well, when I play shortstop, I'm over there most of the time when lefties are hitting. But since I played short growing up and through college and everything,
right.
I actually feel comfortable in the shift because they just slide me from third right back to shortstop when a lefty's hitting. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I get to play both short and third.
Okay. So you get your cardio in that way pretty much.
Oh, yeah. And he had me, the first game of the season, Joey Gallo comes up. He had me run out to left field and do a 4-man outfield for Joey, then run back in. So the cardio was definitely good.
When was the last time you played outfield?
Detroit, my rookie year in 2016, and that's the last time I played outfield for a good reason.
What happened?
Overthrew the cutoff man, and winning run came in to score. So they just said, hey, kid, you're going to stick to third base.
Stick to third base. Alex Bregman here on the Rich Eisen Show. Yeah, I asked your manager because we had Scott Boras, the agent, on the show the other day, and he says that the shift is biased against left-handed hitters because you can put 4 guys on the right side of second base for lefty, but you can't do that for righty because somebody's got to play first base.
Exactly.
So I asked your manager, I asked Dave Roberts of the Dodgers, and then your manager of the Red Sox. He's a Red Sox fan. Cora.
My guy.
How was your guy?
He was our bench coach when we won the World Series. Yeah.
That's right. So none of them would entertain the idea of having an anti-shift rule put in where it's got to be at least 2 guys on either side of second and at least 1 foot on the infield of everybody. You don't agree with that?
I don't like it, no.
Why?
I think that I like the shift. Won us a World Series. So I'm biased in that aspect of it, yeah.
So it's all about you, Alex?
No.
I mean, you're coming on saying you're going to try and sell yourself and sell the game. You have a great sense of everything, but it's about you when it all comes down.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's help you out here. You said that you wouldn't mind being in a cameo of some sort, right?
Yeah.
Television or movie?
Yeah.
What would you, if you could wave a wand, what show would you want to be in?
Oof, I'm not sure. I'd want to do some sort of movie.
Like what? Like give me
some sort of like sports comedy movie.
Sports comedy movie.
Some like fun sports comedy.
Okay. Sports comedy movie. The Knicks, something to do with the Knicks.
Some major league.
I don't know. That's
major league movie.
A major league movie. Cool. So like something Major League 3 or 4, playing yourself or playing somebody else.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be cool.
Okay. Hey, there's Alex Bregman. Oh, that because Bad News Bears breaking training did involve the Houston Astros back in the day. Am I totally? Oh my God, I forgot. I'm talking to somebody who's. How old are you?
24.
Oh my gosh. You don't even know what I'm talking about, right?
No clue.
Oh my God.
Oh, man. Finally, someone else with movie loopholes.
Hold on a second. Alex, before you were born, way before you were born, the Bad News Bears, you've heard about that, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
They did a sequel called The Bad News Bears Breaking Training, where the Bad News Bears played in the Houston Astrodome.
Oh, wow.
And the game was called because the Houston Astros were playing a game, and the entire Houston Astros team did a cameo.
In the movie?
In the movie. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they all chanted to let them play. Let them play. And I can't believe I'm explaining this to Alex Bregman
This is great.
now.
Well, I mean, that movie came out in 1977.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
I'm an old man. Yes, they did. So you'd want to do something like that with you and the whole Houston Astros team, right?
For sure. For sure. I think we'd have a blast with it.
Let's get it all working once again.
Yeah, what else? What can we reboot? Like what sports movie franchise needs like a reboot?
Well, I mean, I think there is worst of another major league movie actually coming.
They're doing Space Jam, so like,
all right.
We could get something like that.
Is there any particular actress that you would like to work a scene with, Alex Bregman? Can we help you in this regard?
I'm not sure yet. A lot of them.
Alex.
Maybe like
a lot of them.
Alex, what's the Gretzky phrase that they used to say that you miss 100?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
We'll go Olivia Culpo. You know who that is, Miss Universe?
I believe Tim Tebow is no longer with her.
It was
correct?
Danny Amendola.
Also. Oh, Danny Amendola.
Yeah, they've been on again, off again.
Let's Mike, do you have that
I
number on speed dial? Do you have Olivia Culpo's number on speed dial?
I have to call. Yeah, I can work it.
Slide into the DMs real quick.
Okay. So, Bad News Bears 6 with the Houston Astros and Olivia Culpo.
In.
Let's go pitch it. Let's get A-Rod involved. Right?
A-Rod's in.
He's got the money. He can produce it.
A-Rod's in. Okay, now, you wear number 2. Why?
Well, I wore number 2 because I loved Derek Jeter growing up. Captain, my mom's favorite player. We always watched him. My mom loved the Yankees growing up, so I always rooted for the Red Sox.
Why?
Alex Bregman knew I liked you.
Because we always rooted against who my mom was rooting for. My dad, my little brother, my sister, we all rooting for the Red Sox because she would rub it in our face, 26 championships, the whole deal. So we'd always root for the Red Sox. But I always admired Jeter as a baseball player.
So you personally wrecked Derek Jeter Day from the plate, right? How many home runs did you hit that night when they retired Derek Jeter's number?
1 grand slam. It was my first grand slam.
In the first inning, correct?
Yep.
Just to end the entire night on the spot.
Yeah, it was like 8-0 after that.
But then what else did you? That was not your only hit that night, right?
No. A few more.
So we're watching it right now on Derek Jeter night on Sunday Night Baseball. So your mom, you broke her heart that night too.
Yeah, she was kind of sad. She showed up. She said she showed up for Mother's Day, but I really know she showed up for Derek Jeter. So she was kind of sad. She wanted. I guarantee you, she probably wanted the Yankees to win that night.
Did you meet Jeter that night?
I did. Carlos Beltran, one of my.
Oh, sure.
One of our teammates was really close with Derek, so I got to shake his hand, say hello to him. But I met Derek for the first time at an LSU-Alabama football game. He came to tailgate with CC Sabathia, and when I was a freshman in college, and really nice guy.
Okay. Have you seen him since wrecking his night?
I haven't seen him.
He's avoiding you, I think.
No.
Okay,
no.
So then when you eliminated the Yankees from the playoffs, you broke your mother's heart there too, Alex. Right?
I think she was okay with it because it was the postseason then. She was rooting for me in the postseason.
So, okay, but now we understand.
Yeah.
Okay, where it was all working.
Exactly.
For you in that postseason. All right, and so what did that World Series mean for you? I mean, how did you soak all that in, Alex?
It was, dream come true. You dream about that growing up as a kid to win a World Series. You watch it every year. You put yourself in those moments, whether you're in the cul-de-sac with your dad at 5 years old, you're like, all right, bottom of the 9th, World Series, let's do it. If we get a hit here, we win. And just to be able to see the smiles on all those guys' faces after going through the whole grind from spring training all the way through the end of the year, just so special. And you got to cherish it because you don't know if you'll ever be able to do it again. I was fortunate enough to win it in my first year. First full season. Carlos Beltran played 20 years.
That's right.
And he won his last year. So you cherish it, and then it just motivates you more to work every day towards winning another one.
Yeah. And then this year was did you just feel more confident, see the ball better? I mean, what was it this year for you?
I think just getting accustomed to how the big leagues works, kind of. It's
right.
It's a huge jump from the minor leagues. So it's just, the stuff is unbelievable. The command of all the pitches, the game planning. They know exactly where your holes are, where they can get you out. Mm-hmm. It's a constant cat and mouse game of making adjustments. So this year made a few better adjustments than the year before.
Well, it's been a great run in the city of Houston. Obviously, with what's going on with your team, Harden and the Rockets had an amazing year last year. J.J. Watt and the Texans, they're now 8-3. So you're rooting for the Texans as your AFC team. Would you say that or no?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
And your NFC team is
Redskins.
Where did that come from?
My dad's from Bethesda, Maryland, so they grew up going to Redskins games.
Oh, so that's fine. That's fine. You don't root for the Cowboys against your dad, but your mom, you start rooting for the Red Sox. I mean, what the hell's going on in your family, Alex?
No, I know. It's not good.
It is what it is. But hey, so you're a Washington Redskin fan, and you're a fan of LSU. You're a fan of the Texans. Am I missing anything? Rock. Okay.
These are my teams.
Just your teams.
Root for the Rockets.
Okay. And so, again, you're here in Los Angeles. Check out your YouTube channel at @abreg_1 on Twitter. What's your Instagram handle?
Same thing.
@abreg_1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why? Is Alex Bregman taken?
I don't know. I grew up like an A-Rod as well as Jeter, so I wanted to be like him and said A-Breg.
Oh, A-Breg. I got it.
Yep.
@abreg_1. I bet you A-Rod can. Don't you think A-Rod knows somebody who knows Olivia Culpa? Don't you think?
Probably Jennifer Lopez does.
J-Lo must have her on a speed dial.
Right.
Come on, maybe that's one of the things you should talk about.
Major League 4?
Major League 4 or Bad News Breaking Training 2. I cannot believe I just went down that wormhole with you, Alex Bregman. It's great to see you here, man. So you're going to be hanging out in the house with A-Rod and Yelich.
Yes, sir.
And you were at the Laker game last night, right?
Yeah, that was fun. That was it's pretty cool to see LeBron that up close and personal. He can.
Had you never seen LeBron play?
No, I have, but I haven't sat courtside and watched him play. That was the first time I sat courtside. Yeah.
Courtside.
It's incredible.
You didn't extend your legs or anything like that, right?
No.
Could be careful.
I was very careful. Those dudes are playing at such a high speed a game. It's
right.
ridiculous.
Yeah, and by the way, can we get that wall a little taller in right field in your stadium?
I would love that.
Can we just build 2 more feet on that thing?
I would love that. And can we fix this rule about the fan reaching over?
What's the rule that needs to be fixed?
Well, I had an issue with it in Colorado earlier in the year, and then we saw with Altuve during the postseason.
Well, that's right. You were pissed in Colorado.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy.
But that was the dark side of Alex Bregman coming out right there.
It only came out once, and it will not come out again.
You were really pissed.
Yeah, I think it's tough. I think it's tough for you for the rule to assume if you can't assume a double play.
Right.
It's tough for the rule to assume a outfielder is going to make a home run robbing catch.
I agree with you.
At least a double.
I mean, you were so pissed, it was almost as if Trevor Bauer was the one who reached over and caught it. We'll leave it right there, Alex Bregman. It's great to see you here on this show, bud.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you coming. I hope this is the first of many times. We'll chat during the season. If you're out here in Los Angeles a little bit more, I'd love to have you on.
Sounds good.
So I really love the way you play baseball, man.
Appreciate it.
I really do.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.